Hi there, my name is Heather Card. I'll be 18 as of July 26th. I'm from Long Island, New York, and I'm a freshman at FIT, and I'd love to be Broadway Spotted's intern for fall 2012. It's really difficult for me to pick my favorite Broadway show of all time, and it's also really difficult for me to pick 3 Broadway shows of all time. But if I had to pick right now on the spot, I'd say American Idiot, Hair, and Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, because those 3 shows have such powerful messages, and they've impacted me so much throughout the years. I love all 3 of them so much, and I don't know where I'd be without them. I want to work in the theater industry because I live, breathe, eat, sleep, and dream theater. There is nothing else in this world that I love more, and I can't perform at all. I'm unfortunately not that talented, and I feel like working behind the scenes in theater is the next best thing, and in the long run, I hope to work for a public relations firm that deals with theater. My grandma is actually the reason why I got into theater. She took me to see The Lion King when I was only 3 years old, and even though I don't remember much about it, if I hadn't gone to see The Lion King, I probably wouldn't be into theater as much as I am. And luckily for me, my grandma and I still go see shows together, and she is just the best because without her, I probably wouldn't like theater and Broadway at all. I do, in fact, have previous experience in the industry. I was the voice of Ghost for Spotgo, which is Ghost's marketing company, and what that consisted of was I went to a preview performance of Ghost, and I tweeted about things like the lottery and how great the performance was, and then afterwards I went backstage and interviewed members of the cast. I interviewed Richard Fleeshman, who plays Sam, Afra Hines, who is a ensemble member and the dance captain, and Lance Roberts, who is the hospital ghost. And then I was invited back to do it for opening night, and that consisted of standing at the blue carpet and tweeting about all the guests who were arriving, tweeting about the show, and tweeting about everything that was happening at the after party. I think I'd make a great intern for Broadway Spotted because I'm very, very passionate about what I do. I'm hardworking, I'm dedicated, I'm very enthusiastic, I have great social skills, and whenever I'm given something I really, truly care about, I give 100%. And this is something I really, truly care about, and if I was given the opportunity to be an intern, I'd give my all and then some. I am able to use any basic computer programs, and that includes all programs on a Mac. I don't know how to use Photoshop because I don't have it. It's something I've wanted for a very long time, but if I had the opportunity to get it, I could probably learn how to use it very quickly. I deal with both authority figures and constructive criticism very well. I feel as if I'd rather have somebody be in charge of me than be in charge of someone, and constructive criticism is there for a reason. It's key in this business, and you need to know what you're doing wrong and what you can do to make something better. This is definitely my favorite questions out of all the questions, because everybody says I deal with celebrities very well, but I consider myself a huge fangirl. I'm not somebody who, does the whole freak out in front of everybody, but I definitely do mentally fangirl when I meet somebody who I like very much. But I'd say from other people telling me, I definitely handle myself very well around celebrities. I live 45 minutes outside of Manhattan, so I see shows about once a week, and I moved to Manhattan in August, so I'm sure I'll be seeing shows at least twice a week, sometimes 3 times. This is definitely the most difficult question of them all. My favorite performers. It's going to be so hard for me to narrow that down because I have so many favorite performers. And of course, I can't name them all because if I did, we'd be here for a really long time. So, to avoid that happening, I'm just going to name 5 male and 5 female performers that I absolutely adore. So 5 male performers would be Nick Adams, Brandon Rubendahl, Will Swenson, Constantine Rizzulli, and Nick Blaemire. And 5 female performers that I absolutely adore are Audra McDonald, Ellen Marsh, Jennifer Damiano, Krista Rodriguez, and Lindsay Mendez. My favorite thing about Broadway Spotted would definitely be, the whole spotting part. That's actually the reason why I started following Broadway Spotted, because I spotted Adam Cantor on the street one day, and somebody said, you should tweet to Broadway Spotted, and I had absolutely no clue about the Twitter or about the website or anything. And now I know, and I love it. And my favorite thing, other than the spotting, would definitely be the Dreamcast. I have to check them always, and they're so great, and I wish they were all real. I'm going to wrap up this video by telling you a little bit about myself. I'm studying Advertising and Marketing Communications at FIT, and it's a 2-year program, so I hope to get my associates in Advertising and Marketing Communications, and to get my bachelor's in Interactive Marketing, which you know is what Broadway Spotted is all about. Some exciting things about me are I have a little Westie named Nico, and he's the best, and another thing about me is I work at Staples currently, and I used to work at Adventureland, the place the movie Adventureland is based off of, the movie with Jesse Eisenberg. Some boring things about me are I love to sleep, and as much as I love to, see shows and be in the city, I love to spend time indoors watching movies and being on the computer, and I even write a little. And my hidden talent, I have to say, is I make pretty awesome cake balls, and anyone who has had them can tell you that. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. I hope by fall 2012 I'll be able to call myself Broadway Spotted's intern. Bye now.